Well, good morning. The market is live and going right now, and we're trying to catch up. We'll definitely catch up. The market's going right now. Got a nice little pop at the open. Let's get us all the pieces put in here. I hope you all are having a good morning so far. Come on, Instagram. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We don't have time to be fooling up, as they say. We need to get going. How y'all doing this morning? Let me get us a screen over here. That is, I'm not sure if y'all saw my video yesterday of my little screen setup that I have at work. I got a like an attachment thingy, so you pull out the two screens, and it shows a nice little view. I have to try to find the video so you all can see it. I put it on, I think, TikTok and Facebook. If you follow me in any of those places, you would see it. Trying to get to where I can show you all what's happening over here at the open, but I guess I gotta get to where I show you the screen. Add to the stage. Coming to the stage. SPX. Yeah, that's what's coming to the stage. Is SPX. Let me get it a little smaller. We had a gap up open this morning. Full time frame continuity to the upside. Of course, the hour and the day are going to be coupled because it is the first hour of this particular day. So it's going to be coupled. We do have some resistance here though at 56.09. See if that holds. Yesterday we had, I'll change this to a bigger time frame. That way we can kind of get all of yesterday on the screen together. This was what we did yesterday. Pop at the beginning, pop, drop, and roll. Kind of danced around after that. We got a nice little drop here, and then it kind of danced around, kind of rose back up a little bit, and closed here in the middle. This morning we've had a little bit of a gap up, as you can see there. Full time frame continuity to the upside. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Tanya. And good morning, Carmen. Good morning, everyone. Let's go and see what we have as far as our VIX and our things like that go. The VIX is at 15.94 this morning. The VIX is at 15.94. VIX down, market up. VIX down, market up. That's how that goes. Oh, Target blows past profit forecast as price cuts pay off. Here we go. S&P 500, NASDAQ I returns to gains as retail earnings roll in. Meme stock surge, which may be good for risk rally. Target may have solved one of retail's biggest problems. I'd like to hear what that is. Is 50 BPS cuts on the table? Today is the day at 2 o'clock today. We're going to have meeting minutes from the FOMC. Walmart is selling JD.com stake. 3 reasons it's great for investors. 3 reasons that's great for investors. Where'd I put my phone? It's hiding over here. Hiding over here. Let's see. I got a little stand somewhere too, so I can make sure I can see. Got to be able to see what's happening, because you all can see the comments and I cannot. So I want to make sure I can see the comments. Well, I might be able to see them now. I got multiple screens. Listen, I got multiple screens now. Boom, 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 boom. Good morning, Ward. How you doing? Cool. Okay, so that's what we saw on Yahoo Finance. We can turn that off. Let's go to the meeting date things. Wednesday, we've got crude oil inventories. Today, 10:30, and at 2 o'clock, we've got the FOMC meeting minutes. I'm saying this to say whatever trade that you're in for, if you're doing 0 DTE, a couple things for those of my 0 DTE folks. If you're doing 0 DTE, wait. Either you're going to get in and out. If you can do your get into the SPX, whatever, and you can lock it with the PDT hack, then go with that. PDT hack, in case we haven't mentioned it in a while here, but a PDT hack I'm not going to explain it there. PDT hack is when um, you can do two trades basically that will cancel each other out. It locks in your profits, but it keeps you from having to use a day trade, right? They should be used on cash settled equities, so SPX, XSP, RUT, NDX, those kind of things. You want to use it on cash settled because one of your trades is going to be full loss or one will be full profit. So you don't want, if you had a stock, if you had an equity that had shares, one of them would be assigned. That's not what we're shooting for here. It's called the PDT hack. It's on my website. You can get a copy of how to do the PDT hack. It's a full resource for $17. Full resource. Now, yes, you could watch some videos, but those aren't going to be the same. I promise you. We watched them, but they're not going to directly correlate with what I'm talking about for the SPX. And how do you figure the money? What do you put in the boxes? What do you do? How do you, all the things? So this resource tells you exactly what to do to trade the SPX or the XSP or whatever other cash settled equity every single day. Okay, and pull in about 10% profits off of that every single day and not tie up your collateral all day long and not have to watch it all day long. Because those are two things that you need. As soon as you get this set, you're free to go on about your way. All right. So there's that. Let me see if Instagram ever got started, and it doesn't look like it did. I'm not sure why it's not wanting to start. I can't be fooling up with you. You need to come on. Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Okay, pushing on. Those are our meetings for today. And then tomorrow morning, so if you're doing the 1DTE, right, if you're doing 1DTE tomorrow morning, we have unemployment claims first thing in the morning, flash manufacturing PMI, flash services PMI, and existing home sales. Those unemployment comes before the market opens. Jackson Hole starts tomorrow at day one of that, and natural gas storage, existing home sales is also at 10. So that's all happening tomorrow. Okay, that's happening tomorrow. Anything on the investing.com we might have missed? Mortgage applications, house stuff, payrolls, crude oil inventories at 10:30. Did I mention that? What's happening today? Crude oil inventories. It's 3 stars over here. FOMC meeting minutes at 2 o'clock. All right, you all can see all of that. Let's go on and check out the earnings and check out what Adam had to say this morning. Morning, Lisa. I was reading about UPS this morning. Randy put out an article about UPS perhaps being a good stock to buy now because they're coming back. They're getting themselves back together. Okay. Our earnings for yesterday and this morning, last night we had Toll Brothers, Jack Henry, ZTO, not a whole lot, SQM. This morning, though, we had Target, Macy's, TJ Maxx. See if anything else is like a biggie. Analog, digital, those are all market. And then after market today, we're going to have Snowflake, which I believe I've heard somewhere that I almost said Warren Beatty, Warren Buffett released his stake of Snowflake. I guess people were telling him before that Snowflake wasn't as good a move as Palantir, but he went with his convictions and ended up buying Snow. I think he's released it though at this point. But they have earnings tonight, and Zoom has earnings tonight. Synopsys has earnings. Urban Outfitters, Wolfspeed, Agilent Technologies, Carlisle, Unified. That's all this after market closes. And tomorrow morning we've got Baidu, Peloton is tomorrow morning. Advanced Auto Parts, BJ's, Weibo, that's an Asian company, and TD Bank is all tomorrow morning, right? Okay. Adam Mancini on Monday, 56.29, this should say 56.04. 56.04 was my rally target, and SPX certainly agrees. It tested 5 times from above yesterday and then 5 times from below. 56.04 to 55.87 is pure chop. If you overtrade, you're going to lose money. That's what Adam says. If you overtrade, you're going to lose money between this zone. Plan today, the bulls must hold 55.98, 55.87. This keeps 56.11, 56.17, 56.26 alive. If 55.87 fails, then we sell to 55.79 and 55.49. What did I do with my trading view? Guess I deleted it. Okay. If you're trading XSP, we've got 562 on the call credit spread and 554 on the put credit spread. I'm working with a gap of 25 between ES and SPX. Oh, there we are. So that's what's going on. If you're watching Adam's numbers, then make sure that you're subtracting 25 from his numbers as you move forward. Jamie says plenty of tech earnings reporting. BJ's is in the Russell 2000 FYI. BJ's is a part of the RUT and the IWM, which fell off a bit yesterday. Did y'all see? I mentioned yesterday we had 8 solid days of green, and it was time to drop. I heard that or read that from Adam Mancini. I'm not taking credit. I'm just saying he said 8 days in a row. And then I saw some message I put in my Telegram group, my membership, about after the last several times 8 days have done this, it has always pulled back on that 9th day. But I think it hadn't done this whole 8-day straight in a while, but it had done it several times. And every time it had done it, the 9th day it pulled back, which is the same thing it did yesterday. I mentioned it yesterday on our call. And again, we operate accordingly. Take all the information. There's so much information that comes out that sometimes it's too much information, and you have to decide what part of it are you going to take and what part are you not going to receive. But maybe you can put, have something that helps you to put it all on, all together, and you can remember what's going on. Wednesdays are great days for doing credit spreads because it gives you 2 days of trading, and then you're only really releasing your collateral for a couple of days. I'm going to take us to the alerts screen here in a minute, the alerts with Peakbot here in a second. But what we have on our list, Exxon, Trade Desk, we looked at a few of these yesterday. I looked at Verizon even last night. I looked at Verizon. I was studying it for something else. And call credit spreads, Bank of America, BP, Delta Airlines, Disney, and Oxy are on the call credit spread list. Kroger's and Morgan Stanley is on the Iron Condor list. The Iron Condor list. Let's go. I'm going to go over and take us to the alerts screen, the Peakbot alerts. Alerts.usepeakbot.com. Why do we use these alerts? Well, you can this watch list alerts. I mean, it's called alerts because we can use them for, whenever you want to enter credit spreads. This is by Peakbot. These alerts, you can get them for $5 a week, and this runs all day long, right? While the market is open, this updates every 5 minutes, and it tells you basically based on the trend of this particular stock over the 50-period EMA, whether it's bullish or bearish, and then from that, it suggests strikes, right? I usually just use the sell strike if I'm doing this. Chewy is got the best EV, which is expected value. Visa is on here. It's showing as an iron condor. Because if they're both open, then you've got iron condor opportunities. Doesn't mean you need to do an iron condor. It just means you got the choice of either side because it's showing neutral. Use your chart. AMD is showing neutral as well. Google is here. Exxon is on our list as a put credit spread, but looks like it's showing neutral this morning. Bank of America, United Airlines, Microsoft, all showing bearish. PayPal showing bullish, and Roku. All right. So this may be a place that you come to look to see, what do you like from here? If this list isn't something that, floats your boat and you're under the automated trading area, you can also look at the watch lists that are on Peakbot. Use peakbot.com/watch list. What I like about the watch list, in addition to the alerts, is the watch list here also tells you whether it's a lower risk, right? So the green things here are going to be lower risk. They tell you like on semiconductors, it's showing bullish. It's lower risk here. And then they give you the strikes. If you scroll over here, you can see the strikes that they suggest if you're doing, if it's bullish, right, you're going to do a put credit spread. They suggest the strikes. I usually just use the sold leg and decide the spread I want, but use the sold. Being given the sold leg is good for you. Taiwan Semiconductor still showing bullish. UPRO, basically the whole list. All the green ones are showing bullish. Then you've got some neutrals and you've got some bearish. This list was rerun and repopulated 8:20, which was yesterday at 2:35 p.m. Okay, this is what the last time this list was run at 2:35 p.m. You can always look to see when it was updated. All right. So if you see a stock here that you like, you of course can go look at your chart and go from there. Now, like I said, the alerts on Peakbot, this list this list updates every 5 minutes. Okay, and you've got the regular trends and you've got the iron condors if you decide you want to do iron condors on the equities. Triple Q, SPY, IWM, XSP is cash settled, SPX is cash settled, and so is NDX. All three of these are cash settled. Okay, cash settled means there's no shares to contend with and worry up with, as they say. So Wednesday, see what you are interested in doing for Wednesday. So put it on today. With Friday's expiration, leverage your collateral and your capital for a couple of days. Go with that. Okay. You all know we canceled the options 411. And as I was pondering it, even though we were doing options 411, I know we were going to spend a lot more time on charting. So this basically led us right into a good September challenge. Our September charting challenge is loading. This means that we're going to go from basics to breakthrough. We're going to take time during the month of September to learn the various things of charting and lean in really in this area. It's starting on September the 1st in the membership. So if you'd like to be a part of our challenge, you'll need to sign up for the membership at bit.ly/E2T-membership, or you can just go to the website educator2trader.com. Inside the membership is where we will go. And we're going to work on charting for the month of September. And my plan is to go from September to October, November to kind of continue. If we need to continue with charting into November, we will. If after we're done with September and we're ready for another topic or something else, we're ready to go deeper with charting, then we'll do that. Really, we're going to let that kind of be dictated as we go, because charting is a lot and it may not be able to get done in the 1 month window, but we're going to start in September. On September the 1st, we're starting leaning in on the specifics of charting. Okay. All righty. So if you want to join us, go ahead and join us over there. What stocks do we want to look at today? What stocks do we want to look at on today? Okay, while y'all are deciding what it is you think you want us to see, I'm going to go on over back to the charts and start looking at some stuff that's already running. Looks like SPX is doing its thing. Let's go look at SPY. We'll check out the indices, Target and TJ Maxx. Let's do it. Good morning, Drew. SPY has gapped up, left us a little bit of a gap that we must contend with for the morning. Part of it's been filled. Resistance level as far as pivots go at 560.59. So I'm on the 15-minute chart. That's our pivot point there. I'm not sure what they're doing in that hallway with all that noise, but y'all probably can't hear it because I got on these headphones. Let's go look at Target. Okay, we're on the 30-minute chart. Let's go to the daily chart first and see if there's any opportunities that are maybe presenting themselves for. Okay, so on the daily chart, Target has gapped up because of earnings, I'm sure. And it may decide it wants to fill this gap. It is right at the resistance, the second pivot point. It is right there. So it may use that pivot point as a support. That's also was also resistance from a previous area, and it's kind of dancing around in that right now. Like I got too much. Looks like this screen isn't big enough for me to see what I need to see, even though it is. It just doesn't feel like it. I've gotten spoiled with that big old screen at the house. Okay, this is plenty to see though. I'm telling this little three pod thingy is really good. 163.82. It's really great. It definitely makes me feel like I've got the power to do more than one thing on my screen. It just feels like my world opened up over here. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Um, so the target opened up at the top and it's pulling back. So now let's see, do we have resistance up here above where we currently are? Well, you do have 170.30, which if you're thinking about it, you could do a call credit spread. You could do a call credit spread on target. Let me see if I can move this to the other screen so that way we can see. Come on, Cletus, move all the way. There we go. All the way. Moving all the way. All the way. Okay, target. We're looking for single call credit spread. We look for a probability out of the money. You could go with the 167.5 or 170. I probably would do the 170 based on what we saw on the chart. See what kind of money we're talking about. 170, 172.5 call credit spread is currently paying $38. Currently paying $38. That looks good. I like that. I'm going to confirm and send. I am in my sim, but I do like the way that looks. $38 for a 2.5 spread. That's over 10%, almost 15% return there. So that's good. Let's see. Puts you right above this 170, right above this resistance place on the pivots. That's where that is. Now, when this wants to go back into the gap, it's going to have a little bit of a movement to get back into. Actually, it's already in the gap because gaps go from the close of one candle to the open of the other. And today's candle actually opened up here at the top of this candle actually opened at 167. So the gap goes from close of one candle to the open of the next candle. That's the way gaps work, from the close to the open. I can sell a few albums. You think I can sing a little bit, Ward? I might be able to sing a little bit. Only a little bit. Okay, that's what I see for Target. I'd probably go with that to see how it comes back, to see what it pulls back. Now it is sitting at the resistance, and that could operate as support. So keep that on watch if you're going to trade Target, and maybe go to maybe the 50% place inside of this gap, because that will also provide some support. The 50% level in the gap is 155. Is around 155. That's also going to provide some sort right around this R1. Yeah. So it could come back down to there as well. And okay, there you go. If we were looking on the other side, single, looking at maybe probability out of the money, 157 is 83, so 157.5. I think I said 156 or something, didn't I? 157.5 is a okay. Another $28 we're going to take in using that same collateral. $36. Oh, it said 36. I thought it said 28. 38 and 36 is going to be what, $74? Tanya, you got your pencil? Tanya, do you have your pencil? Do you have your, and the good thing is now the IV is up, so you're going to get decent premiums for no other reason but the fact that Oh, it already filled for no reason, but the IV is up. So as the IV crush happens from earnings, you're going to be able to enjoy that crush as a seller. All right. That's a good thing if you wanted to go with Target. TJ Maxx. I was in TJ Maxx the other day. TJ Maxx is in cahoots with Home Goods, and our Home Goods here, the one that's in near where I live, they have so much. And y'all have been in Home Goods. They have so much stuff. It's just crowded in there. All of it's very nice stuff. It's just a lot of it, and it's like, oh, there's so much stuff in here. So my crowd issues and stuff kind of kick in. But again, they got great things. They just got so much of it. Well, since the store is getting so crowded, I think they've started to send stuff over to TJ Maxx. So TJ Maxx, which didn't always feel as crowded as this, now feels like it's all cumbersome. And they had a few tables of all this clearance stuff, and it was all not, nice looking stuff. It was like there's too much, and it was just everywhere. It was too disorganized for it to be TJ Maxx. I was like, I want this to be nicer, and it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. So I had to go. I was like, I can't do this. And the line was crazy. It's like, I'm out. I was looking for one thing, which was basically some of my lemonade squirt stuff to put in my water. I wanted lemonade flavor, and I couldn't even find it. I was like, well, I came for one thing, and if I found it, I'm not getting in this monster line. But I didn't even find it, so it made it easy enough. Okay, so this is TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx must have been sympathy with Target because it looks the same, like it gapped up. TJ Maxx had earnings too, though, didn't it? TJ Maxx had earnings as well. This is the daily chart. See what's happening here. Had a long wick down, but it still seems like it's pulling back. Let me go to the 30-minute chart and see what's there. It might it might present a similar opportunity as same thing as Target just presented. We've got a gap here that's going to need filling. From close of one candle to the open of the next. The wick didn't go up past that. Didn't go up past that resistance point either. So there's a lot of buying pressure, but it can't seem to get going. This long wick does say it wants to, though. The hour and the daily are red, but the week, month, and the quarter, all these are green. So this could easily flip into full time frame continuity, which would take it up even further. So if we look even at the amount of the gap that has been previously filled with this morning's price action, we do see that it is filled about 25% of the gap and then turned around, because the gap, these quartiles in the gap will also provide support. All right, those quartiles will also provide support within the gap. Okay. Alrighty. That was TJ Maxx. Do we want to look at the money on TJ Maxx, Tanya? You want to look, or anybody, not just Tanya, anybody else who's here? Tanya's not the only person here. Tanya, you're not the only one here. I'm being funny. Just being funny. Let's go look at TJ Maxx. I'm talking to Tanya because she's talking to me. TJ Maxx. Let's see what we have here. There's a lot of buying pressure, so I might even think more with. I'm not sure if it's going to do like a gap and go kind of thing, but let's see what if we went to a smaller time, which we on a smaller time frame. A lot of buying pressure going up. It probably would be good to see what another few candles look like, but let's see. Remember, if we're selling, we just needed to not. We just needed to not come back towards our stuff. The next two 15-minute candles are trying to go up, but they're doji-ish. They're still deciding. They haven't busted back out of the gap just yet to go ahead and break out to go higher. Okay, both had earnings. Yes, they did. They both had earnings, which is why we had a gap up on both their sides. Okay, let's look at the put credit spread side. 76% is at 117. Let's see, what was 117? What was the 50% mark of the gap? 116.66. Yeah, so 117 actually might be good. 117. If we were going that way, if we were going, I think I would stick with. You probably could iron condor it, but y'all know I'll be always down for an iron condor. It's $29 on the put credit spread side at $29 there. I'd go with that. Let me see what would be our single on the put call credit spread side. 123 is 91. I'd probably go with 122, which is 84 probability out of the money. 122. I think I did 117, and now I'm doing 122. That's paying another $10. But I got 20 something from the other side, so it might not be a problem. But let's go with that. Of course, the $10 one picks up fast, and the other one doesn't. Right? What is Walmart doing as a sympathy play? What is Walmart doing? Trying that Walmart's going to, like it want to come on back into that gap. Don't do it. Walmart left JD code like we good. We good. Oh, okay. The gap actually is from the end of one day to the open of the next. Where we at? We're at 10:03. I've got to move us because I got to go back to teach. Close of one to the open of the next is where the gap is. It's like it's about halfway back through. The wick came down to maybe the 50% mark, stopped at this resistance on the pivot. If you have never done putting pivot points on your chart, I would suggest you do that. Pivot points. You can do it on Thinkorswim, or you can do it on TradingView. Pivot points, and basically it's basic places. It's math based, and it's places where the price will potentially use for support and resistance. It's the pivot. So, but you think it'll hit the pivot, pivot points indicator. For those who are looking for reversal places, in addition to what you chart, you have pivots that can help you with that. Jamie suggests that I tell you to hit the like and subscribe button as this video continues, as we continue with this morning's call. Okay. All righty. Looking for freebies. We like stuff for the free, right? Educator E2T freebies. E2T freebies. I don't think if I pick that page, it's going to let me. E2tfreebies.com is where you can go and find all the educator to trader free resources. You can join you can get this free charting cheat sheet. So we're starting to work on charting for the month of September. We're going to start that charting challenge. Chart your way to 100K, charting cheat sheet. There's a charting webinar here. If you want to do a DIY, just get yourselves ready for what all the different topics of charting are. You can go there. 7 mistakes traders make to keep them from 7 figures. 0 DTE strategy if you're trading SPX or XSP on the daily, something that's cash settled. Trading strategy quiz. Stock options for beginners, a quick start guide. 5 hacks for trading SPX. The E2T membership, educator to trader website. For where all the trainings and everything we have is stored. You can join our Facebook group. Join the Facebook group you can click here. It's basically on Facebook, options trading for beginners. And if you want to join our Telegram group, you can do that here. I do a lot of stuff on Telegram and in the group, but I feel like I'm more active in the Telegram. So if you want to feel more, involved in the activities, there we are. And if you join, if you're in our membership, the membership includes a Telegram, that exclusive Telegram group is there. That's what's on in the membership, is that exclusive Telegram group, to make sure that all the good stuff that comes from me goes straight into, from me and other people. Other people are there saying things. It's just the place where I spend a lot of time, basically. Morning call, we've changed it to 9:30. Hopefully you all are still hanging out with me every morning at 9:30. Looks like we got 53 folks in all the places, which is good. Options 411 for newbies didn't go on, but we are going to do with the charting challenge. I need to update this. Start with the chart is a free webinar if you want to lean in a little bit of charting, and then it leads you into our September challenge. Trading strategy for you is a free quiz to help you figure out what strategy best suits you. And then we've got the strategies themselves that you can go on into more. Everything, all of these things are found at educatortotrader.com. What else do we have that we need to discuss before we wrap this call? Let me go back over here and see what's going on with SPY. Do we have any SPY traders who trade SPY every day or triple Q? There anybody who does that? This is the daily chart. Oh, let me put it on the screen. I'm looking at something that you all can't see. Anybody know where Janae is? And if you're here, Janae, say, hey, hey. Okay. On the daily, monthly, quarterly, weekly chart, everything is green over on SPY as far as time frame continuity goes. But let's go to smaller time frame and see actually what's happening today, because today kind of feels a little doji-ish with this little candle. Not really much up wick, not really much down wick. What is going on? Okay, let me spread this out so all of our lines don't get crossed. Okay, SPY has a gap up too, and it's going to want to come back and fill that as well. Oh, I put the gap there. I did that on purpose because that's as far as that's the gap that still needs to be filled. Right? Notice we've got a long wick up here at the top on this 15-minute candle. Might signify a turn. Long wicks might signify a turn. Okay, let's look at triple Q. Triple Q is on the move. See if my iron condor is. I've decided I'm doing at the top side. If my whole iron condor is worth $75, I take in 50 when I enter this trade. If it gets up to the value of 75, then I close it and enter again the next day. Currently, my iron condor is worth $45. So it's just drawing down, I guess, at this point. We'll give it the time to do just that. Give it the time to draw down. But triple Q seems to be climbing. I'm climbing up. It's climbing up. Okay, 482.62 is that pivot point, and it hit that pivot and pulled back. Let's see if it can hold on to that. If we're looking at it from, I don't like to look for like tomorrow, today, not this early. Keep in mind too, Tanya, and whoever else has these open. For me, by the time 2 o'clock comes, I'll be out of here because whatever it is, it'll be gone because 2 o'clock is when the volatility will run right on in with Powell speaking at 2 o'clock. And I don't want my trade, my potentially good trade, to be a victim, to be a victim of volatility because it can be a victim. I don't want that for myself and for my trade. So by 2 o'clock, if you're doing something that's going to expire today, you need to be done with that and maybe you reset after it's finished, but you definitely don't want to be letting your good trade go bad after 2 o'clock because of the announcements. Okay. E2T Trader's Declaration. I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader. I declare I'm a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My accounts grow more and more each week. I am a wise and knowledgeable trader. I always make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. I declare I'm a level-headed trader who does not trade my emotions. Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. You teach our hands to war and our fingers to fight. Are we even sharing this screen? Yes, we are. Okay, good. Help us today to trade wisely and strategically. Give us more than enough so we can have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen, amen. All righty. It's about time for me to shut down our call so I can go back and teach monster speed because I had to cover a lot of material in an hour and 15 minutes and I was blazing through it this morning. And we'll be back to blazing through it again in a few minutes. All righty. If you're looking for me, you can find me in all the places. Of course, send me a message, send me an email, reply or respond or comment on this YouTube video. You can do that. Our Telegram is there as well. um, go ahead and consider joining the September Charting Challenge, especially if that's an area that you need some support, and not just for the charting, but also for the community, because what you get with this is full access. I mean, you're going to be in the membership, so you get all the stuff that comes with the membership, not just the charting piece, but we're there for all the things. Tanya says, I'm hoping to close a PCS soon. Hope FOMC note drops the market a little so I can close the call credit spread. These are my plans. Somebody notify the market. Tell the market that we need to get out of our trades, right? Tell the market. Okay, everybody. I want you to like, subscribe, tell your friends, pass the word, all the things, right? When this video plays and the ads pop up, let the ads play. Let the ads play. Let the ads play. Yes, let the ads play. Okay. Um, yeah. All right. We're going to do two things today. We're going to stay green and we're going to get this money. All right. Goodbye, everyone. See you all in the market. Goodbye.